In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your wife to open up and talk to you. Now, this can happen for a lot of different reasons, but for most men, it's a situation where she shuts down and she gets quiet. Or she gets angry and belittles him and he ends up apologizing and he doesn't really understand what the deal was, and so it doesn't ever get anything resolved. Like, no conflict actually gets resolved. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your wife to open up to you. If your wife is stonewalling you, in other words, she's freezing you out, she doesn't want to talk to you, she's holding you in contempt, and maybe she won't give you the silent treatment for like days on end, waiting for you to get to this point where you just get sick of it and you just apologize, realize that it is a form of emotional abuse. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to, and nor should you. You should decide for yourself what kind of relationship you want to have. And then you need to enforce that kind of relationship in your relationship, even if you've been with her for 25 or 50 years. If you want it to change, you have to be the one deciding today that you're going to make that change no matter what. So if she's doing this and she just deflects you with guilt or shame, or she attacks you, or if she just freezes you out and waits for you to apologize, realize that what you have to do is you got to break through this. You don't have to put up with that kind of thing. In fact, you shouldn't. When this happens, we got to call it out directly. You have to call out exactly what's going on and say, hey, I can see that you're giving me the silent treatment and I don't appreciate it, and we need to have a discussion about this. And if she continues to do the silent treatment, you got to break her open. And so this is where it can get a little spicy, and this video may be controversial, but I don't care, because this is what has to happen. If your woman is blocking you, you're going to have to break her open. Sometimes you may have to say some stuff to make her cry. You have to say some stuff to get her angry at you, to get her to blow up, or do something so that interaction happens. You've seen this before. You've seen this 100 times. Look at shows like Grey's Anatomy. Like, every episode has something like this. And I'm not saying it's a healthy way of doing it, and I'm not saying that this show is a good, accurate depiction of psychology, but I'm showing you that this is what's going on. You have to get her to communicate by trying to open her up, because if you're trying to talk to her normally and it's not working, then you're going to have to break her open. And the second part of this is you have to stay emotionally grounded and stable. You don't want to get all riled up with her. You have to be the one to just stay centered. So I can say, hey, I don't appreciate the way that you're treating me. This is not how we're going to have this kind of conversation. I can say that and elicit a response in her. Whatever she says, you don't have to take on. You're just opening up the space for her to just show her whatever it is that's going on within her. She could insult you, but you don't have to take the insult personally. She could deflect or shame or whatever, but you don't have to take that personally. You just stand your ground, stand firm, engage, be open with your emotions, be open to receive whatever it is that she's going to throw at you, to get her to respond, get her to open up and start talking. Once you kind of crack that valve open, you're going to get what you need out of the interaction. But this is what we have to do. So once she's cracked open, once she's talking, you start asking her questions. Tell me what's going on with you. Why is that making you angry? Why is that upset? What's going on, right? And keep this going. Keep this dialogue going. And don't try to get in there and try to interject. Don't try to get defensive. Don't just react with all your emotions. Just hold space and just say, okay, tell me more. Tell me more about what's going on. Now, she's going to start stabbing at you emotionally. She's going to do it. Especially if you had to crack her open. If you just had a regular discussion and she's open and she's talking to you, that's one thing. But if you had to crack her open and she's crying or she's angry, she's going to start attacking you. And you have to be able to weather that storm, at least for a bit. You don't have to take abuse, and nor should you, but you can at least not react to what she's saying and keep asking her questions. Get it to unravel. You get to the root, the heart of what's actually happening with her. And you may find out that you actually are the cause, like you did some dumb shit. You might find that there's just something going on within herself. You may find that it's something somebody else did. Just remember, it's not always about you. A lot of times when you're in a relationship, a lot of things that are upsetting your wife is not about you. But if you get all upset, you get defensive, you get fearful the relationship's going to end, well, every time she's upset, and then you ask her these questions, and you're trying to open her up because you're fearful that the relationship is falling apart, then yeah, what she's going to do is she's going to stonewall. She's going to get quiet because she's like, oh, he's upset. And now I'm upset because of all this stuff's going on. Now I have to worry about his emotions on top of me being upset about what's all going on here. And so you have to stay grounded and emotionally rooted. And when you get these questions answered, and she'll tell you what's going on with her, don't try to tell her any solutions. Your job is not to solve the problem for her. In fact, you come off as a condescending prick by doing that. All you have to do is just keep asking her questions. She'll resolve it in her own. Even if the solution's on the tip of your tongue, don't tell her directly. Just keep asking questions and lead her there. The whole point of it is she doesn't want to be upset any more than you want to see her upset. And she needs you to lead her into this place of being calm. She doesn't want to stonewall you either. Usually she's doing it because there's some sort of hurt behind it all. There's some sort of hurt behind her being quiet. But unless you can get this place and you can open her up in a place where she can safely say these things, you're never going to see what's actually going on. And so you want to be really clear on what it is that's going on with her. When you feel like you've gotten to the root problem, repeat it back to her. Hey, was it this? And she'll tell you, yeah. You could say, okay, so I can understand better, is it like this? And then she'll tell you yes or no, or whatever happens to be. And so if this keeps happening, if you got her to this point, then yeah, you'll be able to turn this around quite well. If you get to this point and she stonewalls again, gets angry and storms off, then in your mind, you need to, if it's about you and her, then you need to think in your mind that the relationship has kind of stopped. It's on pause until you get this resolved. And see, for a lot of guys, what they end up doing is like, well, she was angry, she yelled at me, and then 3 hours later she came back like nothing was ever wrong, so I guess it's fine. No, it's not fine. What just happened was that she was able to demonstrate that she could abuse you emotionally or yell at you without coming to any kind of solution, and that she could sweep it under the rug and then we could just pretend like it didn't happen. But the thing is, it did happen. And resentment in her is building, and resentment in you is building as well. And then you get started feeling like you're walking on eggshells, and before you know it, every interaction with her that's emotionally charged, you get feeling like you're walking on eggshells. And so in this place, you have to say, no, we have to resolve every disagreement. And people will say like, oh, this agreement means, compromise. No, it doesn't. It's not a compromise. What you do is you figure out how to work with each other. You figure out how to come up to a solution. It's not a compromise. You're not losing anything by working with the person. What you're doing is you're finding something better for both of you. In this space, if you can get your wife to effectively open up to you emotionally, every time she has something going on with her, and you don't have to every time, most of the time she probably needs to deal with her own problems. But if it happens to be between the two of you and it's some place that you can actually lend your expertise, then yeah, definitely get in there and do it. And in this space, you'll find that over time, your relationship will start to harmonize. But it'll only harmonize if you can stay in emotional control, if you don't lose your shit. Because if you keep losing your shit and reacting to her and getting small and fearful every time she opens her mouth or gets upset or emotional, you're going to find that you're going to end up backing off. You're going to find that you're not going to want to go into this conflict. You'll find that you're always walking on eggshells. And in this space, your relationship will unravel and she will leave you, or she will cheat, or you'll be in a sexless marriage, or whatever's going to happen, but it won't be what you want. It won't be what she wants either. So my brother, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more like this, and I'll see you in the next one.